It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
We have already started here. Now it's Smith Rowe. Fernandez. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, I've always liked the look of Cole Palmer, Peter, who is a versatile attacker, but I think sometimes we kind of get a bit mixed up with versatility and flexibility, because when he moves around the pitch, it's not necessarily being versatile in different positions, it's just his flexibility, his reading of the game, and that's what I really enjoy about him. He just makes it very difficult to be contained.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Gusto, Colwill, and Fernandez. Disasi, Adebayo. Now Colwill. Palmer. Jackson. Showing great feet there. And that is expertly dealt with. Reed. Played out to the left flank. Smith Rowe. Distributed tidily. Andreas Pereira. Fernandez. And Caicedo. Disasi. Pedro Neto. In with the challenge. Palmer. Diop producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Raul. Here's Berger. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gusto. Pedro Neto. And Disasi. Fernandez. He's looking wide. Sancho. And Smith Rowe. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Bassi. Reed. Berger. Nicely weighted ball. Can he put it away? Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Caicedo. And Disasi. Pedro Neto.
That's going in strongly.
Chelsea have a free kick. Diop can get it clear. Leno punts it upfield. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Palmer. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Jackson. He's played it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Andreas Pereira. Now Castagna. Berger. And Diop. And Bassi. Reed. 𝐷𝐸. Now it's 𝐷𝐸. Well, that is one way to stop him. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's picked his way through. Berger. Here's Andreas Pereira. Smith Rowe. Fulham so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Sancho. Fernandes. And Adarabioyo. Fernandes. And Adarabioyo. Colwill.
Oh, it's great work in terms of both purpose and intensity.
Andreas Pereira. And Diop. Castagna. Works it forward. Spread neatly. Palmer. For Pedro Neto. Caicedo. And Gusto. Smith Rowe. Fernandes. Sancho. And Disasi. Pedro Neto. Reed. Bassi. Now Anderson. Berger. Plays it through. Andreas Pereira in acres of space out wide. Smith Rowe. Caicedo. And Gusto. Adarabioyo. Aim forwards. And here's Raul. 𝐷𝐸. Palmer wins the duel this time. Now, what about a counter-attack? Fernandes. Jackson. Well-timed, excellent interception. Shifted it to the flank. Showing good feet. Fernandes. Looking for the run. Gusto is in a really good position out wide. Fernandes with the short one. That'll be a throw-in. Palmer tries a shot! It's off target and by quite a way. Disasi for Pedro Neto. Colwill. And Gusto. Sancho. Oh, nice touch. Andreas Pereira was in no mood for any of that. Smith Rowe. No, that's been intercepted. Caicedo. Out to the left it goes. Fernandes. Now Colwill. Sancho. Is looking to set free a runner. Gusto gets a cross in. It's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick. And it's Raul. Now it's Smith Rowe. Andreas Pereira.
Castagna really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Colwill attempts a clearance. Castagna. Crossed in. He rises! No, not the best of headers. Fernandez. Caicedo. And Fernandez. And Caicedo. Colwill. And Fernandez. And Adarabioyo. Caicedo. Almost half an hour in now. And Adarabioyo. And Disasi. Pedro Neto. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. And it's Raul. Nicely spread. The less said about that pass, the better. Pedro Neto. Jackson. Sancho. For Pedro Neto. Smith Rowe. Reed. Anderson. And Bassi. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. Spread out to the left. Caicedo. Palmer. Smith Rowe. Berger. Out to the right. Adarabioyo. And Caicedo. Gusto. And Fernandez. Palmer. Castagna calmly anticipates. Smith Rowe. Andreas Pereira providing an outlet on that flank. Castagna. Andreas Pereira is wide and looking to get onto this. Caicedo. Colwill. And Gusto. Fernandez. Adarabioyo. And Gusto. Caicedo. And Fernandez. Disasi. Pedro Neto. For Palmer. For Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto driving forwards. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Castagna. Andreas Pereira. Now it's Smith Rowe. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Adarabioyo. Disasi. And Fernandez. Disasi. And Adarabioyo. Colwill. And Fernandez. Caicedo. And Gusto. Sancho. Castagna. Reed. Here's Andreas Pereira. Anderson. Here's Berger. Bassi. Berger. He's had it taken off him. Caicedo. Half-time getting close now. Gets his pass away. Can he latch on to this? It's a throw-in. Fernandez. Can he finish? Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
He almost benefited from some real generosity. No wonder the keeper's going nuts.
Fernandez goes short. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Spread it left. Sancho. Andreas Pereira did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Castagna. And Diop. Andreas Pereira might just make this. That's a throw. Castagna. Now it's Andreas Pereira. Berger. Looking for the runner. He's in plenty of space here.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Castagna chooses to go cross-field. Fernandez. Bassi. Fernandez. That has been slung wide. Well, played right into his path. There's no flag, and the shot! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Well, it has been a half largely of 𝐶𝐢𝐻𝐃 and 𝑠hould-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, apart from the lack of goals, I really don't think there's much to criticise. I think they've got to keep doing what they've been doing, and eventually they should find a way to the back of the net. Here's hoping for them.
Fulham head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. And he's had it nicked away. Bassi.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And he has been fouled there. Jackson. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Jimenez absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Shapes to shoot! Smith Rowe. More and more pressure on the ball here. Berger. And Bassi. Now it's 𝐷𝐸. Well, that looks a decent ball. There's the shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Gusto. Fernandez. And Disasi. 𝐻𝐡𝐻𝐳 and Caicedo. Gusto. Ball's gone out of play. Driving forward. Sancho. Caicedo. And Gusto. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Hits one! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Caicedo. Chelsea finding their passes. It's a really well-measured ball. Pedro Neto. Little pass back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Can he get onto this? Shot could be on. Fernandez. Palmer! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Palmer clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Cleared without hesitation. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's really well cleared. And that is out of play. Palmer. Fernandez. Now it's Jimenez. That's been cut out, well played. Sancho. This is promising. Over to the left. Gusto is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Gently done. Pass somewhat off target. Caicedo. Jackson. Gusto. And Caicedo. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. And it's played forward. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. Real chance! And again! Oh, split-second reaction.
Caicedo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
They've played it short. Pedro Neto. He's a sharp little ball here. Fiddles it through. He is through here. Smith Rowe gets a foot in here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Colwill and Gusto. Sancho. Jackson. He has found the way through. Quality ball. Gusto promptly onto that, and that is that. Disasi and 𝐻𝐻𝐻𝐳. Gusto. Spread out to the left. Aimed beyond the defence. It's out for a goal kick. Bassi. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's in on goal. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Pinches it off him. And that is as far as they're going to go. Could be danger here. He's found a way through. Goal! He's got away with one there.
That's what all good teams do these days. Pressing from the front is highly effective.
Caicedo. Well, no goals, but certainly no shortage of action.
Well, from an entertainment viewpoint, it's not the scoreline we would have wanted at this stage, although I'm not complaining about the commitment being shown. We've seen plenty of goalmouth action.
And he's being shifted off it. Berger.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Oh, that's well spotted. Fernandez. Sancho. Gusto. And Caicedo. Disasi. 𝐷𝐸 running with the ball. Berger. Now Reed. And Bassi. Reed. Here's Berger. That's a good ball out wide. Andreas Pereira. Smith Rowe. Played out towards the right wing.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Palmer. For Pedro Neto. Disasi. For Palmer. Caicedo. Fernandez. That's a lovely pass. Smith Rowe. Now Reed. Smith Rowe. Now Castagna. Oh, can he get onto this? Diop. Now Castagna. Oh, good-looking ball. Bassi. Decent progress down the left. 𝐷𝐸.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. Played in deep.
Well, they were never going to allow him to receive that. Such close attention.
Palmer. Smith Rowe. Oh, good spread. Andreas Pereira. Oh, has a go! Andreas Pereira is flagged offside. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Substitution on the field. Number 32, Smith Rowe. Number 7, Raúl Jiménez.
Colwill.
Coming on the field.
And Fernandez.
Number 17,
Gusto.
Number 9.
And Fernandez. Adebayo. And Caicedo. Fernandez. And Adebayo. Colwill. And Adebayo. Sancho. Interesting ball. He's through here. He's big chance. Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Up he goes! And he gets rid in a hurry. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Keeper's dealt with that. He shifted it to the flank. Palmer. Fulham have the chance to go the other way. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. 𝐬𝐝𝐵. Turns back here, probably the best option. Disasi. Good spot, he's seen the run. Pedro Neto. Keeper has taken decisive action. Pedro Neto! It's in! Finally the breakthrough!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up. Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
After
Chelsea
75
have
minutes
penetrated
is
for the first time.
number 7,
Well, when the going gets tough,
Pedro
etc.,
Neto. Substitution
they can
on
still
the
turn this
field.
round, I think.
Number 30, Ryan Sessegnon. Coming on the field
𝐬𝐝𝐵
is
proves just a
number
little bit
8,
too strong.
Wilson.
Jackson. Can he get it through?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Palmer proving dependable as ever. Another terrific day at the office for him.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
And here's Pereira. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Adebayo. Disasi. Pedro Neto. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Sancho. He's got away. Threads one in. Real chance here. Backward it goes. Cucurella. Cucurella crosses. Keeper sees it all the way. Wilson. And Bassi. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Sancho. And that could well leave a mark. No way through, so back it comes.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Castagna. Fulham must do something here, and very quickly.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Cucurella. Colwill. And Adebayo. And Disasi. Caicedo. For Palmer. 𝐬𝐝𝐵. That's a sharp pass. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Castagna. Andreas Pereira. And that has been knocked clear. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. And Cucurella. Now Colwill. Adebayo. And Disasi. Pedro Neto. And that has left him in a heap. Palmer. That's good running with the ball. And Cucurella. Sancho. And Fernandez. Colwill. Chelsea clearly now in lead preservation mode. And Cucurella. Sancho.
Such good technique.
Substitution on the field. Number 18, Andreas Pereira. Coming on to replace him is number 10, Kenny. Substitution in progress.
Wilson. Berger.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Opts to play it back. That's really nicely played.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Chelsea making consecutive changes here.
Taking place.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Disasi. Now it's Pedro Neto. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's found support out wide, and he's managed to get free. Anderson does well to stand firm and defend it. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Reed. Castagna. Now Reed. Castagna. Here's Berger. Reed. Out to the left it goes. Bassi. Looking for the run. Wilson.
They will be
Up for a
3 minutes
header!
at a time.
Got to be quick to recover this. Has a look and place it forward. And the number on the board is 3. Kenny. Palmer. And Adebayo. Caicedo. And Disasi. Pedro Neto. And Caicedo. And Adebayo. Caicedo. And Disasi. Palmer, who's set up 1 goal so far. Played out to the left flank. 𝐬𝐝𝐵. That has been slung wide. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That's good play. Just not quite happening for him just now.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious...
And that will be the final act. Quite a game.